Daniel stayed with me, afraid to leave me alone. On the fourth day, I called Grandma Rose because she needed to know. I drove to her house and sat at her kitchen table and told her everything. I watched her face crumble, watched tears stream down her cheeks. She kept whispering, "How could she? How could they?" And then she clutched her chest. Her face went pale. She couldn't catch her breath. The ambulance came within 8 minutes. They rushed her to the hospital where I worked. Stroke. Stress-induced. The doctor said the shock had been too much for her heart, that at her age these things could be catastrophic. She was stable but weak. I sat by her bedside holding her hand, and that's when I felt it. That shift inside me. I stopped crying. My tears just dried up. Because when pain no longer hurts, when it becomes part of your DNA, it transforms into something else. Determination, rage, the will to survive. Nathan showed up at the hospital on the 6th day. He tried to apologize again, tried to hold my hand. I pulled away and asked him one question. Does she know about the house? The house my parents had left us, the house that was legally in my name. He hesitated, and I knew. He told her it was his. He promised her a life in my home. Word spread through my family, through our community, through my church. Sarah and Nathan had decided to move back here, to integrate their new family into our old life. People took sides. Some blamed me for letting Nathan go overseas alone. Others were horrified but didn't know how to help. Nathan's lawyer informed me that he'd be filing for divorce and seeking his share of marital assets, including the house my parents died for, the house I'd worked 3 jobs to keep. I hired a lawyer I couldn't afford, a woman named Patricia. But fighting required money I didn't have. Grandma Rose needed round-the-clock care after her stroke left her partially paralyzed. I had to cut back my hours at work, which meant less income right when I needed it most. Medical bills piled up. Legal bills piled up. Nathan's lawyer was aggressive, painting me as the cold career woman who'd put work before love, who'd driven him away. The community turned on me slowly. Clients at the hospital started requesting different nurses. Church members stopped sitting near me. I'd overhear whispers about how Sarah had finally found happiness after living in my shadow. How Nathan was such a good father. A complaint was filed against me at work, claiming I'd made an error with a patient's medication. It wasn't true, but the investigation got me suspended. Without my paycheck, I couldn't pay the mortgage. The bank started foreclosure proceedings. Everything I'd built was being systematically destroyed. Sarah called me once during those terrible months. Her voice was cheerful, asking if we could talk like adults, if we could be a family again because Nathan's children deserved to know their aunt and great-grandmother. She said enough time had passed and wasn't it time to forgive? I asked her if she remembered the night our parents died, if she remembered begging me not to let them split us up. She went quiet. I asked if she remembered all the times I'd gone hungry so she could eat, all the school events I'd attended when I was exhausted,